During my freshman year of college, I was assigned to a dorm room that had a reputation for being haunted. At first, I brushed off the rumors as mere superstition. However, strange things started happening soon after I moved in. Late one night, I was studying at my desk when I heard faint whispers coming from the corner of the room. I looked around, but there was no one there. I tried to convince myself that it was just my imagination, but the whispers grew louder and more distinct. Feeling uneasy, I decided to go to bed and try to ignore the strange occurrences. But as soon as I turned off the lights and closed my eyes, I felt a cold chill run down my spine. Suddenly, I heard the sound of heavy breathing right next to my bed. Terrified, I turned on the lights only to find nobody there. That's when I noticed the temperature in the room had dropped significantly. I tried to rationalize what was happening, but deep down, I knew something paranormal was going on. From that night on, I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Objects would mysteriously move on their own, and I would often wake up to find strange symbols drawn on the walls. No matter how many times I requested a room change, the university claimed there were no available rooms. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore and started sleeping in the common room. To this day, I still wonder what lurked in that dorm room and why it chose to torment me. It was a chilly autumn evening, and my friends and I were looking for something thrilling to do on campus. Someone suggested trying out a Ouija board in one of the abandoned buildings rumored to be haunted. Curiosity got the best of us, so we gathered in the dimly lit room, surrounded by dusty furniture and cobwebs. As we placed our fingers on the planchette, we nervously asked if there were any spirits present. At first, nothing happened, and we laughed it off as a silly game. But then, the planchette started moving on its own, spelling out coherent messages. We asked the spirit questions about its identity and why it lingered in the building. As the session progressed, the atmosphere grew tense, and a feeling of dread washed over us. Suddenly, the planchette stopped moving, and the room fell silent. That's when we heard a faint tapping sound coming from the corner of the room. Terrified, we turned on our flashlights to investigate, but there was nobody there. The tapping grew louder and more persistent, echoing through the empty halls. It felt like something was trying to communicate with us, but we were too frightened to listen. In a panic, we hastily packed up the Ouija board and fled the building, vowing never to return. But the experience haunted us long after that night, leaving us with more questions than answers about the supernatural forces that lurked on our college campus.